What's up guys, how you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of The Road to Glory here on FIFA 18 Ultimate Team. This is episode number 91, I believe. And if you do enjoy, I would greatly appreciate your thumbs up. It mean a lot to me. And of course, don't forget to sub if you're new. So, at the end of the last episode, I actually sold TOTS FABINHO and TOTS MALCOM briefly because I was going out of town for a couple days and I figured by the time I got back, maybe the prices will have dropped quite a lot. That seems to be the case for MALCOM and I'll buy some of them back again later today. But actually, FABINHO really held his price. And earlier on in the week, we got yet another refresh for the Community TOTS SBC. I decided to put Fernando into there because I just know my luck. I would have put any other player in there, like my Spanish 84 rated TOTS that we got from Squad Battles, and I would have ended up getting this pack and packing another Fernando. And I can't see myself using him, so I figured, hey, why not put him in? And hopefully it'll give us someone that we can use. And I get German CDM Bayer Leverkusen 89 rated Bender. To be fair, that player right there is going to go straight in to my team. That just, like, I was very, very happy about pulling that player. I know he's only like a 70,000 coin player at the tradable version, but this is untradeable. It doesn't matter, like, the value of the player. It just matters that we got someone that we could, one, either use, or two would be, like, really high rated, to use as SBC fodder or something. So, looking at his in-game stats, yeah, he's not the most overpowered player in the world, but I feel like this is someone that could definitely do a job in the centre of midfield or the defensive midfield. So, I had an idea of what I needed to then do with the team. So it's going to line up ever so slightly differently. I had a 4-4-2 before with like Alaba up front. I'm going to get rid of him. I bought back MALCOM for quite a lot less than what I paid for originally. I also have bought a TOTS Rabiot or Rabiot. I think from now on I'm going to call him Rabiot because I think that's how you say his name. However, if there are anybody out there that knows how to say it properly, let me know. And then I go back and buy Fabinho for 272. That's about as low as I've seen him, like, for the past few days. He's really been holding that 280, 290 mark. So, decided to go and get him back. Now, it's a bit odd that I'm moving him up to Cam, but you'll see the squad that he's in, and I need to start him at centre attacking midfield. So, this is the squad. It's a 4-2-3-1, a little bit more usable off the bat before my formation switches to a 4-1-2-1-2. And, like, the team is fairly similar to before, but it just works in this formation. And obviously, what I've done is I've brought out... who have I brought out? Vidal and Alaba. So those two players are no longer in the team. And in fact, I sold them on. I don't think I've got a screenshot of me selling them on. I sold regular Alaba. I kept Vidal, actually. I also sold birthday Alaba for a lot less than what I bought him for. I lost loads of coins on that, like 40k. Which definitely sucked. And then I sold someone else. I think I sold another special item of some sort, but I genuinely can't remember who it was. Or a regular card. It might have just been Fabinho. I can't remember. I sold somebody else. And we made basically enough coins to buy Rabiot. And then we're up a fair few coins to what we were last time. But we do have like 4 TOTS players in our squad. So I can win myself this junior HOILETT. If we can get through the 4 games today. And the first opponent I get matched up against has a very interesting team. Lots of good players there. And I'm actually going to show you how the squad's going to line up in the 4-1-2-1-2. Because I know I haven't done that in the squad screen so far. So MALCOM, Balde Diao and Bailey are going to be exactly the same as they were before. Cam for Bailey, left striker MALCOM, right striker for Keita Balde Diao. But I'm going to have Bender at CDM with Fabinho where he was before, right centre mid. And then Rabiot at left centre mid, who actually gets a debut goal and the first goal for my new team in general. Like 1-0 up a few minutes into this game. Brilliant start. And then it all goes to pot a little bit because in the 29th minute I take out my opponent's attacker with Jerome Boateng. Just a slip of a poor tackle leading to a penalty. Now, Yaya Toure steps up. I see him looking a little bit left, so that's the way I dived. However, with the chip, it meant my goalie would stay on his feet, and I was able to save it. And run down the other end just a couple of minutes later, and stick that ball into the back of the net with Team of the Season, MALCOM. Now, as you guys know, I'm left with around 320,000 coins, I think it was. after buying some squad fitnesses and after buying my team of the seasons back. Now, my one worry is that when the latest TOTS comes out later today, like whether the community TOTS players then lose a lot of their value because there's other sick cards out on the game. If that happens, and if someone like Fabinho drops 100k, I'm going to be devastated, but I will try and judge it. And if it looks like they're about to plummet, maybe I'll offload, and then we'll actually look to bring in some other players into the team. With TOTS here and with World Cup mode coming, I feel like my team is going to change an awful lot, and then I'm probably going to plow a whole bunch of coins into the World Cup mode at some point in time, whenever that actually releases as well. I think it's sort of end of May, is it? I think they've said so. That'd be pretty cool. So, my first opponent quit, and I go 1-0 up in 7 minutes against my second opponent. The first 7 minutes of this game were like, I felt like it was all me, and I genuinely felt like, okay, it's going to be another one of them games, we can easily smash this, and it's just going to be all good. And when Fabinho gets his head up, I'm very happy, and we're back in, well, we're in the lead, and cruising. Then we get that opportunity there with Malcolm, didn't quite work out for us, and then this sort of bobbling around happens, all sorts of sort of dribbling and weaving and like winding through my players, and Sissoko manages to bang one in the back of the net to equalise against me just 10 minutes or so after I was actually able to put myself 1-0 up. So that worried me a little bit, and there was actually a fair few things in that first 20 minutes which started to worry me because my opponent's dribbling was really difficult for me to read. I don't know whether I'm just terrible at the game, or, I mean, it might just be that. Or he was just someone that was playing a really unorthodox style, which going the different way where I was expecting him to go this way and that way. It was a bit odd, but I do go 2-1 up. And Malcolm bursts through here to score again, but it is saved by Joe Hart. And then, well, slow reactions from Keita Balde, and he doesn't manage to stick that ball into the back of the net. However, Malcolm gets an opportunity there to put me 3-1 up, and he whips it past the goalkeeper. I'm loving his shooting so far. He genuinely is one of the most sort of fun French League 1 players I've used, and he seems to be a really fun Brazilian and a really fun team of the season player in general. But then Lemar scores that. I wonder, one, why my keeper didn't save it, and two, why the defender didn't block it. So that was a weird one, but maybe the team of the season, Lemar, has just got a whole bunch of shot power, and he's able to take that one past me. So at halftime, you can see the game is so even, but I've just got that 1-goal lead, and it didn't last long. The dribbling from Talvan and some of the other players, I didn't know whether I was just reading it terribly, my players felt sluggish or what, but all of a sudden I was at a 3-3 situation, so I turned off Netflix in the hopes that the reason this guy was getting back into the game was because, like, I was somewhat lagging or something because I was watching Netflix on the side. I had a bit of Gavin and Stacey on, for anyone wondering. And I feel like I can do that when I'm on dedicated servers. But sometimes if I feel like maybe I am a little bit lagging, then I'll turn it off as well. Because it can't be helping, right? And I don't know if it did help or not. But I get 2 goals kind of quick, and it felt alright again, so maybe just having all of my bandwidth go straight into FUT. I don't know these technical things, if that even means anything, but maybe it was just all in my head, and by the time I'd stopped watching Gavin and Stacey in the background, I was actually concentrating on the game, and I managed to like go from what was a real close game with a guy that was dribbling and weaving past me, and I couldn't really read his game, to being 3 goals up after being at 3-3. So that was very, very positive, and a nice goal to take that one to 6-3. And then actually Malcolm just heel clicks past, and I go for a nice little banger, low driven shot to put me 4 goals up. Now, that was only a few minutes after scoring that other one. They all came in quick succession, and I generally just battered him after that amount of time. It's like I finally figured him out and managed to keep the ball for myself and then create opportunities and literally bury them. So that was great. And then Fabinho plays it through to Bailey, through to Malcolm, and as I take that shot, which I'm pretty sure was going to go top bins, he decides to press his Xbox button, and he had had enough. So 2 rage quits out of 2, and we are in to the semi-finals. Now, for that game, I pretty much played the whole game, but then this happens in the semis. Neymar 95, 98 Salah, 91 Matthias, 98 Pele, and 96 R9, as well as Desai. All sorts of craziness. Now, to be fair, That was a sick first goal. That little turn pass thing from Neymar was insane, and it's difficult to not love a goal like that. I then hit the post, which is very unfortunate. Balde Diao plays it into Malcolm. I Berber spin, play it back across to Keita, who then slots it past De Gea, and I get back into this match in the very lucky 45th minute, as we all know. But I feel like I was actually doing quite well against this guy with his complete and utter mega squad. I know my team looks great on paper, but it doesn't quite match what this guy's got. And at half-time, you can see it was a real even match, and it should be 1-1. I came out of the blocks very hot, though, in the start of the second half. Fabinho plays it to Bailey, who just rams it into the back of the net. Pile driver, absolute banger, into the back of the net. 47 minutes on the clock. That is how you start the second half. And I'm on an all-time high at this point because I'm beating the guy with the crazy squad who I was just about managing to keep out as well. So Malcolm then turns, twists, hit that shot, but great save from De Gea stops me from putting this game out of reach. And then Pele gets the ball, plays it 1-2 with Salah, and then I can't quite block it. And all you got to do is press shoot with Pele and it goes in the back of the net. And I was so frustrated when that goal went in because I'd been defending him so well that it was even more frustrating when that went in the 69th minute. Like, how has someone not got there and stuck their head down to just nod it away? How has the goalie not saved it? All sorts of questions from a left-footed volley from Pele from a corner. It's literally like all you got to do is press shoot, and that's frustrating. I do stick the ball in the back of the net, but it was offside from my ball to Munier, and unfortunately, I missed the chance of getting this HOILETT simply by getting outplayed. I outplayed him. I don't even care. I outplayed him. You can see the stats right there. I did pretty good. But his Pele just was able to be that little bit more clinical, and he saw out the game well. And yeah, unfortunately, that's how I ended up going out. And it definitely does feel frustrating. I feel for all of you guys. I've seen this on both sides of the spectrum, right? Because I have a Road to Glory team where I don't spend any money. So as good as I can make this team, like, it doesn't matter if you call it a super team or what. I've not spent a penny. And then there's like the pay to win, which is my other account, where I have all the R9, Ronaldinho, everyone, HOILETT, and yeah, I feel like it carries me to victory a lot more often than not. So it's definitely frustrating to get beat by a mega squad. However, my team is good enough, and I should have won, and it was just all down to you know, not finishing certain chances and stuff. So, unfortunately, at this time, I've missed out on HOILETT. Now, that is not to say that maybe in the background I'll go and play again. There's still 7 attempts remaining. But if there's no time to do that, then it's just unfortunate, and the time has run out. We will see what happens with the next team of the season, what next week brings with the daily knockout tournament. I'm not going to lie, I freaking hate these tourneys. They're so sweaty, and they make me a terrible person with rage and stress. But I kind of like the rewards that they give. And if they can give me a team of the season player, which means that then I'm able to stick that into an SBC and save myself some money, or a usable player that I can stick into my team, I'm all about it. But it is just super stressful. I wish there was another way. I wish there was like an SBC for that player as well, which I could maybe go and complete. I don't know. But anyway, guys, that has been the Road to Glory for today. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know who you've had in your community TOTS packs throughout the week. There has been 2 available. I hope you guys have opened them both, and I want to know who you got in them. So now I got Fernando and Bender on this account. I also got Giovinco and Javi Martinez on my main account. So probably a bit better luck on the main account, which is just unfortunate, right? But Bender fits nicely into the team, and I really like the look of my new squad. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.